Daniel's Dread Tales is a show for grown-ups. It may contain adult language and adult themes. Please check the episode description for content warning. Welcome back to Daniel's Dread Tales. I'm your host, Daniel Fernandez, and thanks for joining us. This week, we're going to be playing a game called Slayers by GilaRPGs. It's a little indie RPG that pits brave monster hunters against, well, monsters. That's who monster hunters hunt. Anyway, hope you enjoy it.
Welcome to Slayers, an RPG from GilaRPGs set in a city cursed to forever grow and change, which I think is what I've heard about Portland. Players take on the roles of dissimilar monster hunters for hire in a world on the cusp of industrial revolution, and while the rules tend towards the wibbly-wobbly, a 4+ is always a success. Now let's do a roll call and get everyone's name and pronouns and hear a bit about their character.
Hey, listening audience, it's me, Daniel, he, him, and I am playing Carver, who is a gunslinger. He's fast and strong, and has been hunting monsters for most of his life. Carver's pronouns also he, him.
I am Damien, welcome in, pronouns he, they. I will be playing Jarvis, the Grand Arcanist.
Hi, I'm Nathan, I use he, him pronouns, and I am playing Felicity the Tactician. She uses she, her pronouns, and she's an old woman who became a tactical monster hunter because she decided, fuck it, I'm not dying in a bed.
Oh, I should get your names written down, otherwise I'm going to forget, because I missed some of them. I heard Carver, and I thought that was a great name for someone who's not a blade.
I'll cut up monsters after I kill them, maybe. I don't know.
That's fair.
Monster Hunter style.
I'm Jarvis.
And I am Felicity.
Carver, Jarver, and Flarver.
Not quite, but we'll let it slide.
Alright, well, another day, another district. It might be hard to keep things straight in the city, but one thing that stays consistent is that things always change. Why is the city so killy? Who's to blame? Not Terminal Gene, that's for sure. Terminal Gene is the guild undertaker. It's an accepted fact that slayers don't tend to retire, and all roads lead to Terminal Gene eventually. They've been with the guild longer than anyone can remember, and the person you're speaking to is a somber individual who is the very picture of a mortician.
Carver is a very big dude. He's like 6'2", a whole mess of muscle, and towers over most of the people he meets, but not necessarily the monsters. But he is sort of given a half smile as Gene. Was that his name? Terminal Gene?
Terminal Gene.
Yeah. This Gene is maybe saying something, grim or whatever. And he says, so here you got some more things for me to shoot?
As you may remember from the papers we had you fill out when you signed on, you're all entitled to a burial in the district of your origin. Many waive this courtesy in order to speed up the hiring process. Well, you may have heard that mission to the Forbidden District went south a few days ago, and one of the old-timers didn't make it home. They encouraged new hires to read over the paperwork back then, and it appears Jonesy crossed his T's and dotted his lowercase i's and should be heading for the Upper East Side District. The route shouldn't be too much trouble, but the Forbidden District is, well, you know.
Wait, so you want us to just move a stiff? That's what this gig is?
Indeed. You can bring it here, or you can take it directly to the Upper East Side District, but the corpse does need to be retrieved.
Okay. Seems easy enough, I guess. Do we have an exact location of the corpse?
Well, the nature of the Forbidden District being what it is, a proper scouting mission isn't exactly in the cards.
Anything that might seem simple about this job, I find never is.
What was this old-timer's name?
Jonesy. I'm sure you must have met him around here at some point.
So that's what happened to him after he got out of that. And here I was thinking he would stick around in Europe.
And do we know why Jonesy was, what Jonesy was after in the, Forbidden District?
Well, he was actually pursuing a monster that wandered into the district. As I understand, they managed to take down the monster, but were brought down by the locals.
Can I make a hunt roll? Hunt is my knowledge of like monster hunting and stuff like that. I want to know like what monsters might be getting in there, and also Carver's a professional, but Daniel, me, I don't know who the locals are that would kill people.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got that written up too when you want it, but we can do some RP first.
Well, I also wanted to roll to just sort of, I got these skills on my sheet. I wanted to roll a die. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Make it a hunt roll to know, like, about monsters and stuff. And I got a 2, so I don't know about monsters, or at least these ones.
Yeah, as far as you're aware, the locals in the Forbidden District are just sort of people that you don't want to get around?
They're just people you don't want to get around.
Yes, that's the most eloquent way I can say that, I'm sure.
Are they cannibals? I look over at the other two. Apparently, I've never been to the Forbidden District.
Yes, that's why it's called the Forbidden District.
Yeah, like, I'm not trying to get myself killed out there, but I guess we could move this corpse. Jarvis, Felicity, have you ever been to this place?
Personally, no, but I know the reputation. The reputation being that it's just a, terrible place to exist, and if you are there, you won't be for long, one way or another.
These locals are no match for me. I'm the greatest arcanist around. Let's be off.
Sure. I check my gun. I have a very fancy revolver. And revolvers are very rare. And I sort of look at the bullet, sort of spin it around and check to make sure everything's ready to go, including the one that's, one of the bullets is glowing because it's a magic bullet. But yeah, I take a look and flick it back in. You know, that cool thing that they do with revolvers on TV and movies. And then I head out as well.
All right. And we can imagine that Terminal Gene gave you a document of some sort with a little bit of information on the Forbidden District.
Oh, yeah, I guess I could read that. Any of us could read it. Who do we think he gives it to? I guess, Felicity's the only one who didn't walk out dramatically. So
It does fit that the tactician is the only one who actually stuck around to do the tactics stuff.
That's great. Yeah, I'll send you the snippet I have, and you can read it if you'd like.
Indeed, I'd like that.
May I roll on streets to see if I know anything about the Forbidden District?
I see no reason why not.
Boo. I rolled a 3.
Should we mention that you have to get a 4 or higher to succeed?
Yeah, that was in the opening spiel.
That was mentioned in the intro. Yeah.
Oh, it was in the spiel. Okay, well, it's still true.
Okay, so, right then. Here's why the Forbidden District is a problem. Outsiders are forbidden. Everything's forbidden, but especially outsiders. So if the locals discover that we are from outside of the district, they will all mob us and murder us.
And do we know, are they the ones who got Jonesy?
Yeah, they're the ones who got Jonesy.
Oh, goodness.
We do have a plant in the district at the Fallowfields Tavern. Alcohol is forbidden in the Forbidden District, so that's why there aren't many locals around there.
There's a tavern, but no alcohol.
Look, this place sounds more insane by the second, so...
We should be fine. We should be fine.
All we have to do is not stick out, and suddenly I'm so glad I decided to give Felicity a D8 for deception.
I got my basic D6, no points in deception. And I also established that I'm really tall and probably stand out.
We're gonna die.
I mean, how many people are in the district? It's like, come on, it's fine. We could shoot magic and bullets at them, and then you could tell us how to do that better.
So, on the way to the Forbidden District, which, you probably won't be doing any shopping in, there is another district where you might do that. What do you think that would be?
There's another district on the way?
Yes.
Well, if it's on the edge of the Forbidden District, I bet that probably affects it in some way. But I don't know what that would be.
In my test game, we called it the Gastown District, and basically it was Gastown from Vancouver.
Maybe they've got some entertainment and stuff there from people who might be trying to get out of the Forbidden District. I suspect there's not too many people who want to leave because they've got this weird sort of culty thing going on, it seems like. But if they do want to leave, or maybe some of them sneak out a little bit, they offer alcohol and some other, fun activities on, sort of maybe a little bit of an entertainment district. sort of slummy red light stuff.
Alrighty. Anybody else have any ideas? There's nothing wrong with that.
That works.
It can be just one feature of a multifaceted district.
Yeah, just thinking of Kamurocho.
I mean,
I actually like that concept.
the moment you put in Yakuza, I'm all in. So, like, yeah, that works for me.
Oh, I was wondering if anybody wanted to add on. I guess would be better phrasing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, anything else in there?
I would think there would also probably, especially if it is on the edge of the Forbidden District, I would think that there would be, like, stuff to, like, catering specifically to Slayers. Either ones that are going in there or just, like, in general.
Nice. I like that idea.
There's probably some decent, like, hospitals or some such areas just by the nature of being on the edge of a really dangerous area.
Mm-hmm.
So sort of like, this whole world is just one gigantic city, I believe, but this is sort of like a really one that's really set up for adventurers, really. A very typical adventure town, You got a red light district, you got healers, and you got all sorts of like weapons and stuff, maybe for Slayers, and some Slayers going to like taverns occasionally, trading ideas, maybe going to a brothel or a hostess club.
I've already got the name for it.
Oh, do you?
The Murder Hobo District.
Perfect.
The Murder Hobo District. Okay. Does the original name sound kind of like Murder Hobo, and then it became Murder Hobo over time, I wonder? I don't know what sounds like Murder Hobo, though.
Well, the nature of districts being as they are, they sort of just spring up overnight, fully intact, populated. It's kind of weird.
Yes, as somebody who lives in this world, I know about that. Definitely.
The Murder Hobo District has never existed. The Murder Hobo District has always existed.
Oh, God. Okay. Well, should we go to the Murder Hobo District and then try to sneak into the Forbidden District? Is that what we want to do then? I guess.
Well, that'd be the shortest route.
It probably would be the easiest way in.
Is there like a wall around the Forbidden District? How do we know when we're in the Forbidden District?
Interestingly enough, any district with a lick of sense, upon finding themselves next to a Forbidden District, will build a wall to prevent comings and goings between the two districts.
Ah, okay. So there's a wall. It's not like a gate or anything, is there?
Well, we can say that you're staring at it right now, since I've written this down.
Oh, okay.
It's not an especially imposing wall, but there's no easy ascent, no gates, but no guards.
We're gonna need climbing gear.
Speak for yourself. I'm really agile. I'm gonna make an agility or an agile check. See if I can like do some parkour, bounce off something nearby, climb on the side of a building, and like get over it.
Absolutely.
I'm just gonna do that right now. And I have a rope with me, so maybe that I could lower it. I've decided I have a rope with me. That's how that works, right?
More or less.
Pretty much.
I got a 6.
Very nice.
That seems to be a success. Yeah, so in building this wall, they were maybe not super concerned about nearby buildings, and you're able to actually get on the rooftop of one of those and just hop over.
Like I said, I'm a very physical person. I got points in Agile's my D10, Bronze my D8, and Hunt is my other D8. So I'm fast, strong, and I know about monsters. Which apparently we're maybe not even dealing with because we're dealing with local crazies, but, whatever. Man
has always been the real monster.
This is often true. We are the Walking Dead. So then I just say, yeah, simple enough. Don't need climbing gear. I'm my own climbing gear. And I lower down some rope and just sort of brace, tie it around something, but also sort of brace it and are willing to help haul you up.
All right, who would like to roll brawn here?
I have a D8.
But you're already on top of the rope.
This is true.
Well, that's the difference between hauling someone up and climbing up on your own power.
I guess I could just literally pull you up.
Well, I'm an old woman who walks with a cane, so I would appreciate it.
I'll get you. I got you.
Ladies first.
I got you, Felicity. I got a 4, so that's just enough.
Thank you.
No problem.
I will go next and attempt to take some of the load of going up the wall as well. Ha! I rolled a 3.
So what happens if he fails? That's bad, right?
Jarvis very boldly takes the rope, begins the climb, and, he's just got those little nerd arms, It's kind of sad to watch, but not unexpected.
See, this is why I let him carry me.
Have you ever tried to lift something and discover that you are not capable of lifting it?
Yes.
That's what happens to Jarvis right now. His own body weight is just a bit much for him. After a few moments of straining, his arms just seem to turn to jello and he falls on the ground.
You okay there, buddy?
Well, this is why I'd suggested climbing gear. You want to pull? And I grab the rope again.
Also, by a question, he says climbing gear. You know, Carver was very quick to get up here. Do we need to get supplies, or is this one of those systems where we could say, like, oh, we have reasonable stuff with us?
It's a combo of the two. Reasonable stuff you can assume you have. More obscure stuff you'd want to barter for.
Because I'm actually, as I'm thinking about it more, Daniel, am thinking about it might be tricky to get a corpse back over this wall. So we might actually need, I don't know if climbing gear is quite the right term, but I guess it would be it. Just, some more ropes and stuff like that.
You should be able to strong enough to pull a corpse up.
Oh, okay, cool. Then I don't care. Here, let me get you, boss. And I'll make another brawn roll. That's a 5. It would have been very embarrassing if you fell again.
Very much so.
As you are bodily pulled over the wall, you can't help but think about how brawn has certainly trumped brain in this case.
I don't know what you're talking about. I used my brain and let the brawn do all the work.
A stalemate, then.
So, now we just gotta hop down in here, go find this tavern, and then have him tell us where the body is, grab the body, come back here, haul it over the wall. Bob's your uncle. Bingo bango. We're done.
It will definitely be that simple.
I mean, we could also just take it to its destination. They might pay us more for that.
Well, we'll have to go over a wall at some point. The district is walled off everywhere, I assume.
Yeah, I would figure.
So we don't have to bring it back here. We can bring it to wherever we need to go. We'll probably just bring it to the closest wall from where we find the corpse.
Exactly. And if push comes to shove, we grab a jar, cremate the body with magic. They're much easier to transport that way.
That is really smart.
That is true.
Thank you. Never said the body had to be intact.
All right. So how should we find this place? I'm good at hauling people over walls and killing stuff. We need to hunt a monster. I can help you with that too, but hunt at a tavern and not being noticed, that's not really my steal.
We've got a bird's eye view of the area from here, right?
You absolutely do. I mean, the wall's maybe 15 feet high, but, it's got a bit of a view.
Yeah, bird's eye enough. We were struggling that much with 15 feet. Oh, this is gonna suck. Anyway, I'm gonna, roll my study and just try and, figure out if I can spot it from here.
Sure.
Or at least get a good idea of the direction we should go.
That might be more of a streets roll.
I mean, I think the idea is that they're looking down. That's why they're trying to justify it as study.
Study will get you something. Streets might be better for figuring out how to get there.
I'm better at studying, so we'll start here. Never mind, I rolled a 3, doesn't matter anyway.
Pretty lights.
Damn it.
May I attempt a streets roll?
Certainly.
That's a 10.
A 10?
Oh, god damn it.
How's that work? Oh, right, because there's D10s.
Yeah.
So you pick streets for your highest stat, huh?
Yup.
Alright.
You're a wizard who's all about the streets.
Exactly.
A street wizard.
You can't be the greatest arcanist ever if you don't understand the street. That's how it works around here.
Down a couple streets into the Forbidden District, you think you can just make out the telltale sign. A mug made of plasterboard. No, not plasterboard. Something better than that. Wood. Made of wood.
I got hung up on the plasterboard. We see a what made out of wood?
A sign in the shape of a mug, frothing with ale. Or mead. It could be mead.
Oh. Isn't that illegal?
I think that's where we need to go. So, shall we meet with this contact?
I'm just sort of following along. While I can feel kind of cocky, I am a little spooked by this district. Is there anyone on the streets? Is anybody looking at us?
The streets are actually fairly teeming. It seems like a busy little place.
Oh, okay. Cool. Great. Is anybody looking at us funny?
Not until you enter the district. And last I heard, you were gazing down from the wall.
Well, I thought that isn't that the streets roll that we were walking around? Or no, we were walking around and looking down. Sorry, I'm having trouble picturing this. I apologize. I get it now. We're good.
That's probably on me.
Okay, well, shall we jump down and lose ourselves in the crowd?
Let's give it a shot.
So long as we jump down in a place where no one sees us do it.
Well, is anybody particularly stealthy?
I'm a little stealthy.
Like a D6?
Oh, average stealthy.
Oh, okay. See, I got a D6 stuff.
No, a D8.
As do I.
You're a scoundrel wizard over here. Excuse me, Arcanist, not wizard.
Can I make can I roll stealth to see if I can slip down quietly without being noticed?
Absolutely. And you can tell that the priority was mainly keeping people from the Murder Hobo district out of the Forbidden district, as there are ladders leading down to the Forbidden district.
Oh, really?
I will sneakily make my way down one of these ladders. That's a 5. I succeed.
You don't know if anybody was looking, but you do know that if they were, they wouldn't have seen you.
I'm sneaky.
Is he so sneaky that he helps us be sneaky?
If you'd rolled a 6, maybe.
Well, what's life without a little risk? I rolled a 3.
I rolled a 5.
Alright, so yeah, I'm the weak link here, that makes sense.
You can tell you make a little bit of noise on your way down, but for the most part it seems that you've gone undetected. You're on the ground, and there's almost palpable change in the air once you step foot in the Forbidden District. Just seems stiffer, weirder.
Let's make our way to the tavern. Shh. And yeah, sneakily make our way to the tavern, I guess.
I think that calls for another stealth roll, but I'll say 1 pass will get you there. You just might draw some attention before then.
And I rolled a 7.
While the streets may be bustling, you manage to make your way across to the tavern without being noticed in any way. Being the master sneaksman you are, you manage to get your fellows over there as well.
See? That's how you do it. And yeah, then walk into the tavern like I own the place.
The tavern appears clean and appropriately lit. In any other district, it'd be busy on a night like tonight, packed with mirthful merrymakers merrily making much mirth. Looking around here, though, the only person you can see is a surprised-looking bartender frozen in the motion of wiping the already spotless bar.
Carver, if you want to do the honors, probably better at this than I am.
Sort of walk up and say, like, hey, you have a friend? Told us that we should come talk to you. Friend who people are dying to work with him?
So you're slayers, I take it. Can I pour you a drink? I learned pretty quick it's best not to indulge without company here.
Yeah. Are we allowed to drink? I thought drink wasn't allowed.
Well, it's not allowed in the district, but there's no locals around, so you don't have to worry.
Wait, but aren't you in the district?
No, I'm the guild plant.
No, I know you're the guild. Okay, yeah, sure.
I'll take a drink.
Yeah, she pours you a shot of Coke Zero. It's not what you think, it's something different in this world.
What is Coke Zero?
It's an extremely high-proof whiskey.
Go on.
What's the zero?
0 chance you're not getting drunk from this. She, of course, pours herself a drink as well. That was kind of the whole point.
I sort of put my hand up and I say, not while I'm on duty. Then I glance over.
Slosh it. Slug it back.
I don't drink.
So, what brings you to this fine hellhole?
We're looking for a body. Belongs to a Jonesy.
Ah, Jonesy. I remember him. Used to come around here. Well, never. Nobody comes around here. It's kind of awful.
Do the locals not come in here to kill you because you serve alcohol? I'm sorry. I'm just trying to understand how things work.
Well, from what I understand, alcohol's not really allowed, so they don't come into the tavern, of course.
But, like, wouldn't they know it's a tavern and know it's not allowed?
Yeah, it's kind of a weird place, actually.
Okay.
Oh, you should see the basement. Well, don't see the basement, but, weird place, really.
Okay, I'm having trouble wrapping my head around this, and that's okay. We're looking for a body.
Ah, yeah, must be that other folks that come through here a couple of weeks back. No, days? Wait, time sort of runs together. It's very lonely. Yeah, they stopped in here. I heard a bit of a kerfuffle, little ways down the road.
I can imagine. Little ways down the road. So, we're thinking the locals definitely got him. We need to find the body, because we need to get that back to the guild.
Oh, well, your funeral, I guess.
Our job.
Paycheck. Well, yeah, exactly. His funeral.
Oh, yeah. Smart.
Well, no, his funeral.
Ah, that's pretty clever there.
And they never said the body had to be intact. They really should have specified that if they had wanted us to not cremate it for easy transport.
If they don't specify, they actually can't dock your pay for it.
Exactly.
Directly related, do you have a jar we could use?
Wow. So, this is my first time, actually, I think all of our first time here, obviously. What can you tell, is it always this packed, or do the streets clear out?
It is, yes, always this packed. The streets never clear out. The little buggers never go to sleep or anything.
That's odd.
Oh, you're telling me.
But they don't come in here.
No, alcohol's strictly forbidden.
So, does that mean if we brought alcohol outside, they wouldn't come towards us because alcohol is strictly forbidden?
I'm not sure I follow. Why would you take alcohol outside? It's a perfectly good bar here.
No, are they afraid of alcohol?
I never had occasion to check.
Could I have some alcohol?
What's your poison?
Can I get a bottle? I'll pay you for it.
Of course, but a bottle of what?
Sprite.
Oh, into the hard stuff, are you?
Yeah, because apparently that's the name of convention around here.
Which I assume in this universe is like powdered fairy wings fermented.
Yeah, exactly. It's a Sprite. Yeah, of course. Got a sort of citrusy flavor.
Well, the problem with that is that if that's what it is, then it's not alcohol.
No, they're fermented.
Oh, gotcha. There you go. Alrighty. There, she hands you a bottle of stuff that's so potent you can smell it through the bottle.
Thank you. You guys, we're going to be just fine. I smile and point at this, and I point at it with my gun.
We're gonna die. Also, any chance we could have a large jar of some kind, an empty one, to carry the ashes once we cremate him and potentially get our pay docked? But hey, they should have mentioned they wanted the body intact.
They didn't specify they can't dock our pay.
Well, maybe. I'd like you to roll something here.
Alright. What would work? Probably negotiate makes the most sense to me, but I only have a D6 in that.
Negotiate does make sense to me.
So, 50-50 shot.
Yeah, does anybody have negotiate?
You can do it.
I rolled a 4, so...
Hell yeah, doesn't matter.
Alright, you'll have to give me a minute here, and she leaves for a minute. You hear some splashing in the alley, she comes back with a jar. Here you go!
Thank you.
Okay, so we have that sorted. We know that the streets are never going to clear, so we're going to have to... So... Which direction did you hear the scuffling happen?
She points in a direction. That one, over there.
And would I be able to roll streets to be able to, get my bearings as to where that direction would approximately be? Knowing, where the front of the bar is and stuff like that in relation to, the streets?
Absolutely. I think streets will get you there, and Hunt would probably give you a better idea.
Better idea of what?
Well, I will go with streets because my hunt is not so good. And that's a 5.
Yes, okay, so it's probably, several blocks to the northwest. Not entirely sure how far just yet.
Before we go, can I make a hunt roll to see if I'm getting... Because I've never been in any Forbidden District before, but I'm kind of knowledgeable about monsters. Can I make a hunt roll to see if, I know anything about... does this actually sound like some sort of group monster, all these people together, or some sort of crazy thing? Could I just make some sort of hunt to get an idea of what we might be facing?
A group monster, you say? Like some sort of ant brain?
I don't know about that. I was just thinking like a multiple man.
You may roll.
For some reason, I'm starting to feel like it might be some sort of ant brain. I don't know.
So they're a hive mind.
I got an 8! That's good, right?
That is very good. Yeah, you're, well, if this were Blades in the Dark and you had Ghost Mind, it would be going off, constantly, if these were ghosts. But this is not Blades in the Dark. So we'll say that your spidey senses are tingling.
Well, maybe they don't like alcohol. Let's go!
Oh, to the northwest.
All right, street level?
Now let's just stay on street level, and if we need to climb up again, we can.
Yeah, street level would probably be safer to start.
All right, so leaving the tavern, you can tell that night is beginning to fall. It's getting dark. It's a very clear night, but it's, dark. It doesn't seem to have stopped the populace from going about their business in the streets, whatever it is.
What are they doing? You say whatever it is. What do they do? Are they talking to each other? Are they just what do they look like? What are they up to?
Would you like to roll something?
Can I make a hunt again? I guess it's more of a study, maybe.
That does feel like study to me, yeah.
Hey, maybe somebody else should study.
I can do that. 7.
Well, from a distance, it sort of looks like, a regular district, just going about their business and daily lives. As you look further, though, it seems to be superficial. People holding out money for goods that they never actually grab. People offering goods that there's nothing to them. They're just random knickknacks on a stall.
Do they acknowledge us at all? Do they, look at us?
So far, you've been very stealthy, so you haven't been noticed or interacted with them. but we'll see how that changes.
Yeah, so this is all fucked.
It's like no one here is actually alive.
They look like flesh and blood to me.
That's not what I meant.
I put my hand on my revolver.
All right, so making your way to the scene of the crime, as it were. How would you like to go about that?
Sneakily.
I think I'm going to adopt some stuff from Blades in the Dark here, with, for instance, clocks. And we'll say this is a 3-tick clock.
While he is using stealth to get through there sneakily, can I use deception to try and blend in as a local?
Absolutely. Let's have the stealth roll first.
Okay, of course.
That's an 8.
So you make it as far as you can without running into any locals, but eventually you run into a group of them, sort of maybe a market square or something, and you just have to interact with them or figure out something real clever.
Well, guys, don't worry. I have something that'll keep them at bay, I say as I pull out my Sprite.
That is no, put that back. That's a last-ditch effort.
Oh, is it? Okay.
We're only busting that out if we literally have no other options.
Oh, okay, cool.
On the off chance that it might get us killed.
Can I have a roll here? I'm going to say stealth from Carver.
For me? Okay, well, don't worry. I'm awesome at stealth. That's a 2.
Well, Sprite being pretty potent stuff actually catches the attention of some of the locals. Oh,
And it scares them off.
hold up a tick here, partner. What you got there?
Oh, so this guy can actually talk. He actually has some words that are coming out of his mouth?
Yes.
Okay. And is it just like one guy? Like, what does this guy look like?
There's one guy and another guy's just sort of waiting nearby, keeping an eye on the proceedings.
It's just drink I have for later. Gotta stay hydrated, you know?
Hydration is strictly forbidden. Maybe I ought to take that.
Hydration cannot be forbidden. I need water to drink to live.
Wait,
Okay, this is going bad fast.
I'm sorry. Are you questioning me? That is strictly forbidden.
Okay.
I put my hand on my revolver.
No, at this point, I say, excellent, you passed the test. We're glad you know the rules as well as we do.
Roll me a deceive.
5! Holy hell, I can't believe that worked.
And he points at his eyes and he puts a finger towards you. I see what you're doing there. Well done, fellow citizen. Meet up at the watering hole later?
Definitely.
No.
Except no.
No hydration is allowed.
Alright, that's the second tick on your clock filled out. What would you like to do for your third?
Is this a clock to success or a countdown to our horrible deaths?
Clock to success. I don't really have a clock for your horrible deaths just yet.
Okay. Okay, alright. Well, I made my nerve-wracking roll. Though I suppose we're going to have to keep moving forward, and that means moving through the crowd, and that means more blending in.
Yeah, like I said, I got agile, brawn, and hunt. I don't know if any of those could help us move through this. Brawn, I could just sort of move. If the issue is that there's just a very big crowd that seems to maybe not be paying attention and sort of faking their motions and whatnot, I can just sort of be a big guy and push through the crowd. Not even aggressively, but just the very fact that I am so large means that I could sort of just push my way through, and you guys could follow along in my wake.
Yeah, but that would draw a lot of attention.
Would somebody like to roll something?
Well, I'm gonna roll that unless somebody has a better idea.
I could roll Deceive again for the act of, blending in as we move.
Okay, I was just thinking we could go faster my way. We'll have to do that when we're pushing our way out of the district, I guess. You can use your deceive now.
Yeah, we'll save your plan for desperate times. Oh, never mind, I rolled a 3. Come on!
I'm sorry, citizen. Are you shoving? That's kind of forbidden around here. What exactly are you up to here?
My apologies. The shoving was an accident. We're merely trying to get over there.
Accident? Those are strictly forbidden. And over there, I wouldn't suggest it.
But that guy just tripped. And she points at a random person who definitely didn't.
I stick my leg out.
Fantastic. Roll stealth.
Me?
Yep.
Oh, because I stuck my leg out. Tripping people's gonna be forbidden, isn't it? I rolled a 6!
Oh,
Very nice.
The person you're talking to is almost suspiciously unsuspicious that someone fell over right as you said that person fell over.
but while they're distracted by the other person.
I mean, I don't know if that even really works, because, like, it's not really the fact that it's tripping. There is this weird hive mind, but you know, whatever. Let's just go. Let's just walk past this guy. This guy can say whatever he wants. Let's just walk. Let's just go. Walk with a purpose.
Walk with purpose.
I would like to use the distraction that they caused to roll stealth.
You're just gonna disappear while the two of us have problems.
You go right ahead.
That's what I'd do in your position.
I rolled a 5.
Alright, so the two of you make it over to an otherwise innocuous alley, sort of right off the corner of this market district. It's, maybe not the best place to be, but, you know, you're there.
And do we see a corpse?
You actually see several.
Oh.
Hey, do we know what Jonesy looks like?
Yeah, do we have, like, a sketch of him?
Maybe we can identify him by his clothes.
Or the most recent dead body. Though that actually might not be true. Never mind, I take that back.
Well, Jonesy was a fairly known commodity around the guild hall, so you probably all met him at one point.
Okay.
What do you remember about Jonesy?
He was a tramp. He was a homeless person for a while. What is Jonesy like?
I'm picturing, like, a mutton chop, like, beard with the name Jonesy. That's what, you know, comes to mind for me.
I think he was blonde.
Ooh, blonde mutton chops. Nobody can pull that off.
He made it work, though. You know, I mean, it wasn't a great look, but it worked on him.
I don't know if this is going to reveal me for a fool or somebody. When I hear Jonesy, isn't that like the guy from Fortnite? Isn't the blonde guy from Fortnite named Jonesy?
I think so.
Anyway, doesn't matter. I don't know, but
Couldn't tell you.
maybe it looks like that, but with sideburns. Mutton chops.
Alright, I do have a description of the alley. You don't really know what you expected, but this wasn't it. The days-old bodies of Jonesy, his team, even the monster seemed to have been fairly crushed into a wall against the back of the alley and left to deteriorate, so swept aside by great pressure, then left to rot. It might be difficult to pick Jonesy out of this.
I think I know what happened here. Well, I have a theory.
What kind of monster is it?
I don't know, what kind of monster is it?
I think, ironically, giant ant is what I'm thinking.
Just from me, not using a roll, but trying to detective out what happened here, it's not that the mob tore them apart. They were literally just crushed by the amount of people that were here.
Yeah. No, that sounds right. I wouldn't like that. That seems like a bad way to go.
I know I said I was here so that I wouldn't die in a bed, but that sounds so much worse.
I will, I'll take them down as they come towards me. I got 6 bullets in this gun. Maybe I can take out 2 with 1 bullet. It's like 12. I'll thin out the mob a little bit.
Well, thankfully so far no one has noticed us, so I suggest we try and untangle Jonesy from this. Burn the corpse, because I assume you can burn things. You have magic, right?
That's prejudice, and that's rude. I can...
Only if I'm wrong.
I can fling energy bolts, but still.
So would you say they're sort of like, I could probably get them apart. Could I use agility to get them apart? Like, is it like a knot that I'm needing to untangle? Or is it more like I need to physically pull them out?
God, that's a horrid mental image.
I know, right? It's just picture it. Just picture this.
You're asking if they're a horrid mesh of rotting flesh?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, kinda. I think for this you can roll kinda anything you want. There's some that certainly don't make sense, but, just try and justify it.
Agile is dodging, leaping, and cart rolling. That's not really gonna happen. I can use brawn, though. I'll just pull these guys apart. I'm gonna be covered in viscera after this. Unless somebody else has a better idea, but...
I really don't.
I also get out, my carving knife that I usually use to cut pieces off of monsters, but if I need to make some cuts, I can do that, too. That's a 2.
Well, after struggling for several minutes, it seems that the bodies are inextricably entangled. Well, at least so far. Maybe someone else will have better luck.
Do you think I could study the mess and, like, look for the best way to go about this that's not just brute force?
Absolutely.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot for study. Hey, I got a 5.
You see how Carver was doing it wrong.
I point out how Carver was doing it wrong to Carver.
And we'll get one last roll from someone with advantage.
I guess I'll try it again with advantage then.
Good luck.
Unless, can we use magic to get this apart, maybe?
Oh, definitely.
No, I'll just make my brawn roll. Because you told me how to fix it. I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Son of a...
I'm sorry. I haven't hated it, but I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Well, it's not the prettiest job, and some of the bits might not be Jonesy. They might be. But you managed to get this awful mess apart, and, you're going to burn it anyway, so who's going to know?
At least we're going to burn the part that we assume is Jonesy.
I swear several times and sort of separate it, grumble, mutter myself, and then just toss it at Jarvis's feet.
Now, funny you should mention the cursing, and as you're finishing up, you hear something nearby. Sounds like outsiders, followed by a series of clicks. It may be that the jig, as they say, is up.
Okay, time to move into doing this quickly.
I will look over to where we hear the that coming from.
Well, it'll be the opposite end of the alley. You're a little cornered at the moment. Not the best situation to be in while people are about to come for your bones.
What? Wait, why do they want my bones?
Who knows? But they do.
So I'm assuming then Jonesy is pretty floppy if they were coming for our bones.
I would assume so.
The wibbly-wobbliness of the rules, I was about to say Jonesy is however you want him to be, and then I realized how that sounded.
Well, Cutter, if you wouldn't mind dealing with the things that you're yelling, Carver, sorry. If you wouldn't mind, you were a little loud.
Well, it's about to get a lot louder as I pull out my revolver.
All right, though you are spotted, things haven't got hostile yet, so I'll give you a bonus round here.
What do I see at the end of the alley? Is it just one guy? It's just one guy, right?
It's 2 with a crowd behind them.
Well, we do have one minor advantage. Since this is an alley, the choke point thing applies here. They can only come at us a certain number at a time. Unless, of course, they do the thing that they did to these people, which is literally just, we're dead. We're dead.
Maybe we could climb out the side of this alley, get to one of these roofs. But first, let me handle this. And I'm just going to say, you don't want any part of this, okay? We're not trying to stay here. We're just doing something real quick. Then we'll be on our way, okay? So just leave us alone, and we'll leave you alone. And I say this as I have my revolver pointed forward.
All right, I'm adding a tick to the cut clock.
Well, no, they were already here, right?
Well, it's a clock, so it advances.
How many spaces are in this clock?
6.
I don't think they're gonna listen.
Is there any reaction from my yelling? Yeah, you're right. I actually did roll well and learned that they were some sort of hive mind, and a hive mind wouldn't really care if it lost several of its beings. Okay.
We should burn the body and run, maybe? Or burn the body, collect the ashes, and run.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. We kind of need the ashes.
Yeah, you'll each get one action before I'll have you roll for speed and you'll be in combat.
Yeah, I thought maybe I could threaten them. It didn't work. You guys could do something more useful.
Oakley dokley. I will fire an energy bolt at the body. I figured that would be enough to, start the process of combustion. Because that's the closest thing to anything fire-related that I have access to. So that requires me to roll a die.
I think just for the sakes of figuring out how this should go.
And I'm not going to boost it. That's a 5, so that was a success.
Well, Jonesy must be drinking Sprite, because he goes up like a lantern.
And I gain 1 corruption.
How much corruption can you get?
Up to 7. Oh yeah, we're good.
Oh, okay, we're fine.
What happens if you get 7?
Well, it's less if I get 7 and more if my, basically for boosting, I think it is, specifically. Because, yeah, I can boost my spells, add an extra die, and if that die is more than the, my corruption level, then, I compare the highest die to my corruption level. If I have more corruption, then I roll on the Bane table and then reset my corruption back to 0.
Okay.
The more chance. Yeah, they're drawbacks.
So being a magic user sucks in this universe. Got it.
You know what there isn't a drawback to? This! I start twirling my revolver. I'm not actually shooting yet. I'm just twirling my revolver, because apparently it's not my turn, and that's okay. I'm seeing if that scares them at all. It doesn't seem to be.
Not just yet, and I have a proposal for you.
Is this technically combat?
As a tactician, if you want to take your pre-combat action to roll your dice, I'll let you re-roll any that you would like once we enter combat.
Okay, because I haven't rolled any yet, so... Actually, what I really like about this is that you don't... Because you can replace any... Like, I can replace one of your guys' rolls, but also the monsters' rolls. So, they don't... That doesn't discourage you from keeping low numbers. Because you can use those low numbers to screw over the enemy.
What you don't want is in the middle numbers.
Yeah, mid-numbers are the problem. If the success is just higher than 4, lower than 4... There are no mid-rolls. Really, I could just record these all as pass or fails.
Well, actually, like, our, Presto Changeo.
Jarvis, yes.
Sorry, I know that's not your name. I forgot your name for a second, Jarvis. Sorry. The actual number actually matters for him.
True. So I will record these. And I got 12 of them. So, we might have to cut out a bit of me just doing this. When I play a tactician, I play a tactician. Okay. I've got my numbers. Alright, so now that, my strategy pool has been properly sorted for this, how fast is the body burning?
Incredibly fast. Unnaturally fast.
Great. Can I collect its ashes now?
You can, but it might be a little hot.
I can live with that.
And I don't think there needs to be a roll associated with that.
Okay, cool. We've got...
roll your speed, because you're now in combat.
Alright. Well, we've got what we've came for, so I recommend we get the fuck out. Ooh, I rolled a 7.
I rolled a 1.
No.
I got a 5.
I don't think I can use the strategy pool for your speed unless I grab the shift advantage, which I didn't.
It's fine.
Well, at the top of the order is Felicity. The locals are at a range of near.
Range of near, huh? So, okay, team. Should we try and fight our way out, or should we run using the rooftops?
I could try to hold him back, but we're not... well, how many are there?
Only 2 alerted at the moment.
Only 2 alerted. They're a hive mind, so it won't be long before they've alerted the others, but we don't really know how this hive mind works.
I got this Sprite.
You got the Sprite.
Yeah. We're really leaning on this idea that they say no alcohol because it's scary to them, which we have not confirmed in any way.
Look, if push really comes to shove, you hold up the Sprite and you say, "Stay back or I'll spray this Sprite on you and then you'll be breaking the rules."
I mean, I was thinking I was going to throw it and then shoot it, because that'd be cool.
Okay, that would be way cooler. Yeah, do that at some point.
See, here's the only issue. I would say, I'll hold them off while you guys climb, but we've established who is good at climbing, and it's not you guys.
I'm an old woman. I walk with a cane.
Well, tell me what to do, old woman.
Oh, God. Alright. They are near, so I could just shoot them.
You could just do that. We could just kill these guys, and then maybe it'll take the rest of a second to realize what's going on.
Which we can use as a precious chance to escape. Alright. I'm just gonna shoot one of them. And then, well, first things first, I'm gonna shoot one of them.
I'm curious, what kind of weapon do you use?
Flintlock pistol for, near, and sword cane for engaged. Cause she doesn't actually walk with a cane. But I rolled a 4, so I deal 1 damage to one of the guys. And then, hey, what do your guys' quick actions do?
Mine is reload, 2 bullets, so I don't need that yet.
I can reduce corruption, but I have a plan.
What's your plan?
Well, one of my spells deals damage based on my corruption.
Okay, so you don't want to do that. So I'm not gonna give either of you a quick action because it doesn't seem like that'd be helpful right now.
Unless I could you just tell me how to put more bullets into my revolver somehow?
I don't think that's how that works. I could try to move to far distance, but again, we're cornered, so I'm not sure how that would help. I could use a skill to try and climb out.
Gather the ashes. Do we? Oh no, you already did that.
I can't just shoot them again, as much as I would really like to.
Yeah, that's not how the action economy works. Use a skill. Use some sort of skill for something.
Okay, yeah.
Study the best way up or something?
I can use tactics to figure things out about our enemies. So I'm gonna roll tactics with the question in mind of how long / what will it take for the larger crowd to be alerted to our presence? Is that a fair thing to ask?
Interesting.
Okay, I'm rolling my tactics.
Absolutely.
That's a 6.
Each local can summon another local on their turn. This means that their numbers will increase exponentially as the turns drag on.
Got it.
But if they do that, can they do anything else?
They get 2 actions just like we do.
Yes.
But if we kill both of them, they won't be able to summon anybody.
You said you rolled a 6? As their numbers improve, they will get stronger.
So, we've got to sweep these 2 fast. Or run.
Or both.
Or both.
Porque no los dos.
This very much might be a Porque lo nos dos situation.
All right. Is Vi go?
Yes. Felicity's shot grazes the shoulder of the locals, and it's on to Carver.
All right. I am going to use my spray lead action. And I get to choose how many bullets to shoot at this guy. I'm going to shoot at the one that has already taken a little shot to the shoulder. And I'm going to shoot... Fuck it, I want to make sure he's dead. I'm going to shoot 4 bullets at him.
That's fair.
I don't know how much health these things have. And also, when my gun is fully loaded, my shots are rolled with advantage. So I might as well use as many bullets as I can with my fully loaded attack.
I see.
And also, I have a rune inscribed on my first chamber, which makes that bullet do bleeding damage. Which might not be an issue, but it makes it so instead of doing damage, it takes 1 HP damage at the start of each of its turns.
So you really do just have a fuck this one guy in particular option, huh?
Yeah, I know. Then I'll need to reload.
But I can help you do that faster.
But first I'm going to use... Exactly. First I'm going to use my bleed bullets, which I roll with advantage, but I rolled a 1 and a 2, so that one misses. I can shoot my normal bullet. Okay, that one hits. It only does 1 damage, but then the next one hits, and the next one hits because of my advantage. So that's a total of 3 damage as my hand cannon goes off.
One of the locals goes down.
When did he go down?
Well, it was over so quick you can't really tell. It was just sort of a spray of lead.
God, I'm so fast. It's just a problem. I'm so fast. Okay, I got 2 bullets left. Actually, you know what? I'm going to load 2 more bullets with my quick action. I'm going to reload chamber 1 and chamber 2.
The remaining local uses the ability Meet Up and summons another local at a range of far. They then move into a range of engaged with Felicity.
Shit.
I suppose this would be sort of a engaged with you all since you're kind of right in the same area.
We are in an alley.
And it is Jarvis's turn.
I am going to use Energy Bolt and shoot it at the one that moved into engagement range, because fucking bad touch. I'm also going to boost it, which gives it an extra +1 damage per hit. And I get a d8 die for boosting because of my boon advance. Okay, so 1 hit, 1 did not. So it does take 3 damage.
Another local goes down under your plasmic fire.
Okay, they probably have about 3 life. Maybe only 2.
And I take 2 corruption.
And we're back up to Carver. Not Carver, Felicity.
Alright, in the interest of ending this quickly, I'm going to move to near the one that was far, which I assume is just moving forward in the alley somewhat. And then I'm gonna shoot it with my gun.
Okay, make your roll.
That's a 2, but in the interest of that not being a 2, I'm gonna strategy pool that into being a 4.
Perfect.
That's a real great idea. I imagine firing into a crowd would probably alert them.
Yeah, so let's make sure it doesn't hit the crowd.
And how much damage is that?
1. It's not much, but it's an honest living.
This one being at a range of fire, you can see that It's not blood that spurts forth from the wound, but a inky black viscous substance.
Charming.
I mean, he moved closer so he was near.
No, I moved closer, so I was near.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I got
This is someone who is drawn out of the crowd.
Got it. Okay, got it. Okay. I'm literally over here miming like I'm twirling a revolver with my hand in my office, because I'm a weirdo. It's my turn then, though, right?
It is. For now.
So they're at far. Does my revolver do far? I forgot if my revolver does far.
Yes, it does. It doesn't do engaged.
I would hope. You seem to be the only ranged class.
Yeah, near or far. Yeah, I can't do if they're engaged with me. But, okay. So, I'm going to quick action load my other 2 bullets into my gun so I have a full clip, which means that my shots are better.
Perfect.
And then, I think I'm just gonna make maybe just 2 shots. Because that'll probably be enough to kill him if I hit. And I'll rely on you to make them into hits if I need to.
I'll make sure they hit.
So I'll just use 2 shots. But they're at advantage. Both of them are advantage. I'm not going to use let's do 6 and 5. First one's a hit. Second one is a hit. I rolled 6s on both of them. I mean, I rolled 2 dice. I actually rolled low on the other dice, but the advantage was good. So, brap.
This third bystander local goes down so quick you can't be entirely sure they were involved in the fight. Nonetheless, you seem to be in the clear once again.
Okay, I vote we leave right now. Can we say I'm carrying a bag so I can stuff these ashes in this bag?
Of course, you've always been carrying a bag.
Excellent.
Oh, I was about to say, I would like to use my street smarts to see if I can discern the quickest way to the wall.
I'm gonna load my gun while you're doing that.
Both great options.
Ha! I rolled a 3.
And we're not in combat, so I can't help you out there. Sorry.
That's okay. Oh yeah.
You tax your brain to its limit, but as far as you can tell, you're stuck between a hard place and a crowd of murderous monsters.
All right. Well, let's get a different perspective on this. And I do actually put my revolver back in my holster. I sort of hop up and down once or twice, and then go for a full run to try to like parkour up the side of the wall here.
Oh, of course, yes.
Can I make that check, or is it like at a disadvantage because it's a rough alley? No, okay.
3.
A D10. It's the thing I'm best at. Rolled a 3. You are correct. You got the number that I rolled.
Wait, really?
He has the gift.
You have the gift.
Oh no. I don't want this gift. This gift sucks.
Sorry, don't have a receipt.
I'm sorry.
As you guys are staying here and not really managing to get out, you can tell that the crowd is becoming a little restless. Something's starting to happen within them.
I would like to take a moment to study the walls to see if I can figure out the best way up.
Absolutely. You go for it.
It was a 5.
An 8.
Still succeeds.
Close enough.
That's still good. It's just not as good as an 8. Well, there's, a couple fire escapes, and that seems like a decent place to grab on and maybe ascend.
Oh, the fire escape. Why didn't I think of that?
Because I didn't know we were in a time period that had those.
I'm gonna make my way up the fire escape to the roof.
Truly, I don't know why they didn't just go with the time period can be whatever you want it to be.
This district popped up out of nowhere next to Kamurocho, so, it's fine. It's got fire escapes.
The fact that this district popped up out of nowhere, I also think is a pretty good explanation for why there's a tavern, but rules against alcohol. The buildings came before the monster.
That maybe explains it better. I do feel weird that we're not actually killing this monster, but,
This is way bigger than the 3 of us, let's be real.
That's some pretty big things. But yeah, and can I follow up the fire escape? I guess another agility.
What would you like to roll?
But because I see the fire escape, I get it with advantage?
Yes.
Haha! Didn't need the advantage, but
I don't suppose you'd be willing to make a brawn check to hoist an old lady up. Thank you.
I got you.
We can give this to you with advantage if we want to say that...
Yeah, I'll help as well.
I keep wanting to say it starts with P. Jarvis wants to help as well.
Good, I need the advantage. I got a 4, so that's all you need.
Sweet.
Well, you're not sure how much help Jarvis is giving you, but he's giving it his all, and that counts.
Well, I would have gotten a 3 without him, so let's go! And we get onto the roof, and then we just leave. The end.
Yes, that's how it works. That is your second tick on escape.
Oh god, that's a lot of ticks.
That is also a 6 tick clock.
Okay.
Okay, I would like to try again, now that I have a better vantage point, to figure out the quickest way out of here.
Absolutely. With advantage, because now you're not stuck between a wall and a murderous crowd, and, vantage.
Nice. I got a 7.
Well, it's gotten dark, but you think you can make out the outline of a wall. Whether it's the direction you came from was anyone's guess, but it's probably better than here.
Anything's better than here.
We got the wall's over that way. So let's shall we make haste?
Let's try to stick to the rooftops as much as possible.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, this should be great.
Are we able to keep to the rooftops?
Certainly. This is a fairly crowded district. You do notice that there's something of a clearing towards the center of the district, but maybe that's a mystery for another day.
We go there, we could kill the hive mind and save everyone.
And make a lot of money.
Absolutely, do it. Do it, cowards.
Ooh, I feel something in the world is taunting me. No, we'll come back another time when we're more equipped for this. I gotta bring explosives.
Yeah, I second that. We come back later with explosives. That's an adventure for another day. Right now, we leave, having learned extremely valuable information about this place, meaning that our lives are now far more valuable than they were 10 minutes ago.
Bring explosives? I am explosives.
You raise a fair point.
Ooh. How close can we get to the center and still have it be on the way to leaving? That's not how it works at all. That's not how it works at all. As I say it, I realize what I'm saying. The center is the opposite of leaving. Okay, so I retract what I was saying.
But I mean, I guess if you guys want to leave right away, we can. Could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm sure there'd be a bonus in it for us.
Do we, maybe want to scout it out. Maybe just scout it out. See what it's like.
Yeah, perhaps we could study it from the rooftops and, see what we're looking at. I'd like to roll study to study it from the rooftops.
Oh, from the rooftops, yeah. Honestly, I wonder how good they are at climbing. Oh, I guess there's fire escapes.
Well, if you look around a bit as you're running across these rooftops, you notice some figures up on the rooftops, and you look away, you look back, there are more figures. It's, not the best situation, to witness.
Wait, they're coming onto the rooftops now?
Oh yeah, they're alerted. They just weren't actively engaged with you in that alley.
Oh, maybe we should actually just run to the exit.
I guess, if you say so.
I feel like we were checking out this clearing here.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're checking out the clearing. Let's check it out.
Yeah, I rolled a 7 on study.
Very nice.
Well, you think you know what they were talking about when they were talking about the watering hole earlier? It's just a massive chasm in the center of the district, boring towards the living heart of the city to expose the horrible truth. Unfortunately, there's a bit of a gap between the buildings and the pit itself, so you can't exactly see that horrible truth just yet.
Would you say the pit is within far range?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, the rules do say that anything longer away than near is far.
Yeah, technically the guild hall is far.
Well, I think they also say that, there is also, outside of far range, or it'd be, extreme range type deal.
That's sort of the way I've been playing it, yes.
Now, I know we did just say recon, but they are already coming after us. Would either of you be opposed to me, and as I say that, I'm gonna, take the stance I'm gonna throw an energy bolt towards the, basically cut my hand as though I'm gonna throw something and point at the hole. Would either of you be opposed if I just tried something?
Maybe we should put something flammable down there first.
You have the Sprite.
You got it. I grab the Sprite, toss it in my hands a couple times.
God, I hope whatever's down there is actually what we need to kill to end this.
Well, hopefully there's nobody nice down there.
Yeah, that'd be real awkward.
This is very high-proof stuff from what I understand. Can I make an agility test to toss it?
Certainly.
That's a 7.
Very nice.
Just toss these fermented fairy wings.
And then, yeah, as it gets, to the chasm, I'm gonna release a boosted energy bolt at it.
Fantastic.
That's a 5. It hits.
This bottle of Sprite goes up like a Molotov cocktail would in another universe. That's not this one, because this is a fictional universe. It sprays down the general area of the pit with fire, and that's about it. I'm gonna add another tick onto caught.
Is there any, screams of pain or anything like that?
Nah.
And are the figures still moving?
Oh yes, everybody's still moving. If you look behind you, the swarm is actually sort of gathered to a terrifying degree.
Okay, cool. So that did nothing.
Well, looks like whatever it is, it's further down there. So, unless we want to go down there, we should probably look at making our way out of here.
How close are we to escaping again?
3 ticks.
Yeah, you're right. It's probably time to go.
And how close are we to getting caught?
2 ticks.
I think we should do it.
Chutzpah.
All right, follow me. And I take us across the rooftops.
And I follow.
Agilely.
Very nice.
With a 9.
Yeah, you can make it up to the edge of the rooftops that border the water-in hole. There is a bit of a gap, of course. Got to keep things clear so that it can erupt towards the sky, as though a great maw were trying to devour the sun.
Let's just leave. We're just trying to leave. But we're making progress. Does anybody else have something to add, or should I just make more agility checks?
Agility away, my friend.
I'm sorry, did I misread that? I thought you were going up to the water-in hole, and then...
You got it. Let's keep running. We just gotta keep running. Keep bouncing.
Okay.
No, leaving.
That's definitely what I meant when I said I think we should do it, but everybody else was like, oh yeah, you meant escape, and I'm like, okay, I guess I meant escape.
I mean, my metaphor's wasted if you don't.
Oh, did you mean go in? Okay.
I did mean go in, but I'm not opposed to escaping.
Fuck it, let's go. No, fucking fortune favors the bold. Communication error, whatever.
Yeah, I assumed you meant go towards it.
Let's go. No, we get down, we're going towards it. Let's go.
So, Daniel, you were the only one.
Well, you're just going the long way now.
Yeah, I thought we were running, but I guess we're not. Okay, let's go.
We have a stop before we make our way out of here. So we need to make our way down the building and to the hole. And how... Is there a crowd around the hole?
It seems to be almost reverently left alone. There is a somewhat pinkish glow emanating from the hole.
Okay.
Anything burning down there?
It smells like it.
Charming. Well, let's get down there and peek in. One at a time. That way someone looks in first, and in case it's a mind-shattering eldritch horror, only one of us has a shattered mind.
You look.
Yeah, okay.
You don't have a gun or magic. You look. I mean, you do have a gun, but you don't have a cool revolver.
Look, I'm here because I don't want to die in a bed, so, like, I can live with this. Or not. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. No, this is good.
I peek in the hole.
As you gape into this terrorful... terrorful, it's a word. Fuck it. As you gape into this maw in the earth, you see into the living heart of the city, the truth, the final truth that no one should know. We built this city on Kids Bop Rock and Roll.
What?
I don't know. I get that it's a bit, but what is that? Do you see rock and roll down there? What do we see?
Eldritch rock and roll. Kids Bop style.
I don't understand what you mean.
I'm having a hard time describing what I'm seeing, Felicity says to the rest of the crew.
Jarvis is going to look into the hole and, seeing the horror that is beneath, throw another Eldritch Bolt at it. Once again, boosted. This is terrible. That would be an 8 and a 5. So that would be a total of 6 damage.
You launch your bolt into the hole, trying to send Kids Bop back to hell.
You know what? Again, looking at it, the only way I can describe it is Kids Bop, which seems very odd. Seems like a bizarre sort of thing. I'm gonna roll, I'm gonna shoot 4 shots at it.
Before you do that, I'd like to roll tactics to figure out if there's anything we can actually do to it, or if we're actually doing damage to it at all.
Oh, actually, yeah, and I want to roll hunt to do the same thing.
I got a 5.
Absolutely, go for it.
I got a 7.
Yeah, this was sort of just like an Easter egg. You didn't have to go here. I wanted to put in a dumb joke.
What is down there? Is it like a fleshy maw, or is it just unkillable?
Well, this is actually a true distributed intelligence. There's no single node that will kill the entire hive. This is just a big hole, and they're burrowing into the center of the city for some reason.
Oh.
They are truly legion.
Oh, so this is not the thing. They are... Okay, fuck.
Because this was a dumb joke, I have not advanced any clocks for this.
I appreciate you, friend. I'd feel bad if we all got killed over Kids Bop.
Okay, well, let's just go. Let's go. We can't kill... Fuck, I wasted the Sprite.
We can get more. Let's just stop at the tavern on the way out.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. They maybe can't go into the tavern. Maybe.
We don't even know where... Do we even know what direction the tavern is from here?
I don't think so, no.
I bet if you rolled streets, you would.
No, I rolled a 1. So I don't know where the bar is from here.
Let's just go to the nearest wall.
I like that idea.
Let's go to the wall.
Today.
I want to use my brute force to just push through anything that's in our way, which is hopefully not too many people, as we just sort of run to the wall. People. I say people. Not really people.
Monsters are people, too.
This one is, at the very least.
Absolutely.
Is that okay? Can I make a brawn roll for that? I got a 7.
That is a success. So, perhaps turning back the direction you came, or perhaps pushing through some people who are approaching from the other direction, you definitely, shove a couple locals to their death off rooftops as you bowl your way through.
Is that a tick for the clock?
Yes, any successful action will be.
Okay, alright. We're getting close.
All right. Anybody else have any brilliant ideas? I'm getting kind of tired.
Look, this is a very physical challenge, and I'm an old woman.
Yes, whereas before the swarm was scattered and sort of disparate, as things have progressed, it seems to be a mass of people crushing buildings underneath their inevitable mass.
Fuck.
And they're, coming for you. You're very popular right now, but not in the right way.
Actually, no, we can work with this. I can work with this. Tactics.
Okay.
We should take a path that puts the most obstacles between the swarm and us. Because now that it's one mass, buildings will slow it down. Because it has to push through or over them. And that takes time because it's operating as one mass now. So I'm going to roll tactics. I think tactics would be appropriate.
Absolutely.
To find us a path through that that gets us closer to the exit. And that thing, slower. I rolled a 2! It didn't work!
So you try out your scheme and accidentally you end up on an angle from the building. For some reason it speeds them up when they travel diagonally.
Okay, we're about to be killed by a giant evil hive mind bishop. Great. Okay.
You're not sure if they breathe, but you can almost swear that you feel their breath on your necks as you progress.
Was that a tick on the clock?
Yep.
I look over at Jarvis. You got any ideas?
I am going to cast a boosted temporal shift on Carver. It was successful. Now, normally in combat, I'll let Russell decide how he wants to adjudicate this. Outside of combat. But normally in combat, you would get an additional 2 actions, and you can do the same thing twice. So I don't know how you want to deal with that, Russell. Basically, I'm speeding up time for Carver.
Well, I'm certainly not hardline DMing this. What would you like to do, Carver?
Well, what were you thinking when you sped me up? Do you want me to start firing impossibly fast at these guys to start slowing them down?
I was kind of leaving that up to you. Jarvis is just looks at you and is like, Carver, deal with this. And you feel yourself start to move faster.
Okay. Does the swarm count as one big monster?
I'll say yes.
Is this technically combat?
Not quite yet.
You know what? No. How about this? We were doing it before. I'm just going to use my brawn. I'm going to be moving really fast and just sort of breaking down everything in our way to try to make room for you guys.
So you're Kool-Aid Manning us a path.
I'm Kool-Aid Manning you, and because I'm moving so quick, I think I'm also throwing in some shots as well.
All right, can we get your best oh yeah?
Oh yeah!
That was fantastic.
That feels like an oh yeah worth advantage. That's just me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was wondering if the time thing was what was giving me the advantage, but...
No, it's the oh yeah.
Probably mostly, but, the oh yeah was pretty good.
Hell yeah.
I got an 8 on my D8, because of the advantage, so thank you. And I think it's probably, more effective because of the speed you gave me.
Absolutely. And you managed to bowl things over in such a way that it's kind of just a flat path to this wall, and you're boosted so much that you can make it back and figure out what to do with your compadres, compatriots, if you so choose. I mean, you could just go to the wall and wait and be like, come on, losers.
I mean...
How sturdy is this wall? No, I'm not going to break down the wall.
Do it!
Yeah, let's unleash this monster.
Hey, this thing could have escaped this town any time it wanted.
That's actually a very good point. It has the ladders.
Yeah.
How durable is this wall that I'm at?
This one in particular, it's not the best you've ever seen, but it's okay.
Well, you know what? They have to catch up to me. I'm going to, while they're catching up, I'm going to try to break down this wall.
All right, what would you like to roll?
Actually, wait. You said there's ladders on some of these walls. Is there a ladder that leads out?
On this one, yes.
Okay. Well, you know what? I still have time. I'm going to try to break through the wall anyway, while they're catching up. I rolled a 4 on my brawn.
How are you going about breaking through this wall?
I guess I can't just force my body through it because I'm really big and strong.
Absolutely you can. It's just weird.
You can give it a temporally boosted shoulder check, okay?
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, because I have all my movement from my moving so fast that I end through it just like pushing through the wall, and then I start to slow down.
Like the Flash should be.
Well, he can control his molecules, okay? So we can adjust. No, never mind. The speed force.
Yes, you have tapped into the speed force and you tear right through that wall. They're going to need guards now, because they've got a gate.
Let's go!
I'm going!
Do they need to do anything, or?
I don't think so, but I'm curious what Jarvis has to say about the matter.
I will once again cast Actually, I'm going to cast Temporal Shift on myself. I got a 4. And then, because I can do the same thing twice, I'm going to do the same thing to Felicity.
Because you're temporally shifted. Fuck.
And with a 4. So we are both temporally boosted and running.
Fantastic.
Let's get the fuck out.
And now I've got a wrap-up spiel, because this feels like a good place to do it.
We escaped with our lives. And also the ashes of
Jonesy.
the hunter Jonesy.
Finally, you make it out of the godforsaken district, the thrum of the locals fading as you move further away. Trotting through the dark, you reflect on the city. Each district has its quirks and dangers, but at the end of the day, it's a pretty lively place to live. You look around to get your bearings, soon realizing you're in the Casual Fridays district. Thank God.
But I'm not dressed in casual wear.
Then you hear the trumpeting of a war horn, and the hair on your neck stands on end. As the baying of large hounds begins to draw closer, you realize with terror, oh no, it's only Thursday.
I love this. All right. That was a fun little thing. This is a nice little system. I like it. Yeah.
Right?
I had fun.
My test game enjoyed it enough that we're looking at starting up a regular game.
Oh, that's cool.
I can't believe we were like, we're gonna stop the Forbidden District, and we fucking found Kids Bop.
Yes, remember, I'm in charge of the goofy side of things.
See, the problem is that now if you get all of the goofy, what am I supposed to do? Now I'll keep the creepy stuff. I get creepy stuff with goofy. Oh, yuck. Thanks for listening, ghosts, ghouls, and all those who lie beyond. Our game master this week was Russell, who remains mostly a mystery to the world. You can find Nathan on the Kingdom Hearts: A Forgotten Era podcast at KH_AFE on Twitter. Damien streams regularly on Twitch under the name Magical Hack. The magical has the K in it, MAGICKALHACK. And I'm on Twitter at LOTRDan. I tweet some good stuff sometimes. Please join us on our Daniel's Dread Tales Discord. I'm on there. I'm nice. Come on by and say hi. You can find a link to it in our episode description or on our Twitter at Dan's Dread Tales, all one word. The two best ways you can help our podcast grow is to review us on your podcast platform of choice and to tell a friend. Please review us. It really does help a lot. We'll see you all in 2 weeks on April 7th. We're going to be playing through a scenario called Jailbreak with some fun guests. And don't check the feed on April 1st. We won't have anything on there for April Fool's Day. Wink. Anyway, have a hair-raising day. Goodbye.